almost all cardiovascular diseases are related to poor diet. Our diet directly affects our health, especially our blood vessels. As we age, atherosclerotic plaques tend to build up, which obstructs blood flow and increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. This is why it is crucial to pay attention to our diet, as research shows that a healthy diet can lead to a longer and better life. In this video, I have compiled a list of foods that cause clogging of our blood vessels and cause significant harm that should definitely be avoided in our diet. This material is informational. Always consult your doctor. Point 1. If you are wondering which product is most harmful to blood vessels, it may be trans fats. Trans fats are not a separate product, but rather an additive found in many foods on supermarket shelves. I mentioned earlier that trans fats are clearly harmful and many countries are trying to ban them. Unfortunately, trans fats are still in use today. Manufacturers may try to hide the presence of trans fats by using terms like vegetable oils or hydrogenated oils in ingredient lists. However, this is just a clever way of saying trans fats. Trans fats are created through the process of hydrogenation, which turns liquid vegetable oils into solid fats for use in baked goods and fast food. Numerous studies have shown that trans fats are particularly harmful to our blood vessels and promote atherosclerosis, which leads to cardiovascular problems. To avoid trans fats, it is best to avoid foods such as junk chocolate, cookies, cakes, pastries, margarine, hamburgers, French fries and fast food, as they tend to contain high levels of trans fats. Point 2. The next product that is harmful to our blood vessels is sugar. Sugar is also a major contributor to the detrimental effects on the health of our blood vessels. The problem is that refined sugar, which is easily digested, raises blood sugar levels, and this increases the likelihood of permanent microinflammation. Permanent microinflammation is a natural mechanism that accelerates aging and the development of chronic disease. Sugar is like an old man, meaning that those who consume a lot of sugar tend to look older than their actual age. This not only shows up on the skin, but also affects internal organs, including blood vessels. Excessive sugar consumption significantly increases the risk of vascular disease, atherosclerosis, thrombosis, heart attacks, and strokes. Moreover, if we consume trans fats together with sugar, it becomes an explosive mixture. For example, sweet cakes high in fat and sugar are a disaster. However, it is impossible to completely eliminate sugar from our diet because it is present in a variety of foods, including bread. A relatively safe daily dose of sugar is up to 30 grams. Of course, the less sugar consumed, the better. This includes all forms of sugar we consume throughout the day, including hidden sugars found in confections, sauces, and even canned beans. Sweetened sodas are an example of a product that introduces large amounts of sugar directly into the bloodstream. Point 3. The next item on the list is processed meat, which includes such treats as sausage and ham. However, it is always better to favor real, natural, and clean cuts of meat that we can cook ourselves rather than eating sausage. While sausage is delicious, fries and sodas are also delicious. But when you consider the long-term consequences, everyone here has already made their choice. This is the main problem with processed meats. Another problem is the presence of trans fats. The law states that any meat product can be considered local if it contains at least 10% meat. This means that a sausage can be made with only 10% meat and 90% other ingredients to legally certify a local product. This leads to manufacturers using cheap raw materials, including imitating more expensive animal fats with cheaper hydrogenated trans fats. As I mentioned on my channel, excessive salt content is another problem with processed meats. Consuming too much salt can cause high blood pressure, which leads to a number of problems such as increased cholesterol, plaques, and a higher risk of thrombosis. In addition, processed meats contain harmful substances known as carcinogens, which are linked to an increased risk of bowel cancer. To summarize all of the above, the following conclusions can be drawn. The length and quality of our lives are directly related to the health of our blood vessels, so it is extremely important to monitor their condition. Certain foods such as trans fats, excessive sugar intake and excessive salt intake can be harmful to our blood vessels. Therefore, it is important to be aware of these facts and always check the food composition label. Also, share in the comments if you have given up any of these foods or if you have any experience or thoughts to share. That would be very interesting. There are links to helpful videos on this topic in the description below this video. Subscribe to our channel, give us a like and watch these videos.